Hey dudes, Mr. Wicker here. As you can tell, different sort of angle, lower like this. I'm using my phone at the moment due to my GoPro being fucked. Anyway, I'm bringing you the result of last week's Your Choice Wednesday. This time around, you chose German splatter film, Cannibal Messiah. Now, this film follows two filmmakers who are kidnapped by the brother of one of their former stars because he was killed off in the film. He takes them to the woods in search of a cannibal cult and answers to why his brother had died. What they don't know is that one of them is impressionable and turns on his captor and friend, where he becomes a cannibal. Now, they must fight to leave. Now, during the film, they must fight to leave the very woods they went into. So, do they escape? You're gonna have to find out yourself, because that's as far as I'm gonna go with the synopsis. Basically, what drove me to this film at first was the artwork, which you can all agree is fucking awesome. And I fell in love with it straight away. This is from SRS Cinema. I said the artwork is fucking fantastic. The film is sort of up and down in my mind. The film had a lot of things I really liked, but because of I was unable to put them in place properly to create to make an unforgettable movie. So instead we got a mixed bag of something was okay, but it was sometimes a struggle to watch. I mean, the acting in this one is funny at times. The two stars, Cripple Chris and Master W, are the perfect mixture of goofy and the dramatic performance. I liked their performance, but with it clashed with the other characters. And it's kind of difficult to enjoy goofy characters when other cast members are trying to deliver a serious performance in a film that doesn't really actually needs it. So I think the cast needs to be more consistent there. It does, like I say, it does sort of, the story on this one sort of drags on, and it gets to a point of being a bit annoying, but it didn't keep me off watching it. I had to watch it to the end so I can review it. I mean, the movie is full of scenes that does nothing to put, like I say, it doesn't send you asleep or anything. And the dialogue is do very little to tie them to the actual story, the characters to the story, if you get what I mean. I mean, the actual idea of the story I really like, the cannibal cult, the last, and plus there's a little sort of a Last Supper parody in the film as well, which was really funny, and so on, so it was fun, but they were so deep in the film that it tried to take itself seriously, but they didn't stick to the fun aspect of the movie, which was the idea of the actual storyline in the film in the first place. I mean, when I say it sort of drags on, I think there was a lot of scenes that could have been taken out, and because it goes on for like sort of nearly 2 hours, and like I said, I don't mind films if they go on for a long time, as long as they keep me entertained and keep me gripped. This didn't have the mixture of everything to keep me entertained for 2 hours, so it was kind of torturous in that sort of sense. So let's get into the blood and gore. The blood and gore. Finally, the film does have a lot of blood and gore. The effects show the budget, but doesn't take away from the fun, which I was talking about before, because that's what you want when you got some over the top effects and a fun film, fun characters, and it's just not taking itself too seriously. It works. So for a German splatter, I wouldn't compare this to any other classic splatter film from the 80s and 90s, but the film does try hard to capture that feel. So overall, Cannibal Messiah is a film that I say entertains. It is fun in places. I say give it the film had a fun idea, but it did just lost sight of the final outcome of in the film. So the final product wasn't absolutely perfect. But like I said, if you want something that's fun, doesn't doesn't take itself too seriously, and I say that with caution. I say give it a watch because if you're a fan of the German splatter, if you're into like blood and gore, and and you want to see another sort of a German splatter differently, this one's for you. So yeah, it's basically as far as I can go with this one. If I was going to give it a rating, I would say 3.5, 3.5 out of 5. Just didn't quite. If if it was a bit shorter, and they tried to do what they set out to do, I feel it would have easily been a 4 or 4.5. It just wasn't good enough. But I would say definitely give it a watch because if these sort of SR films from the label, what sort of films they put out. So yeah, I definitely watch this again anyway with other people because it does have that sort of quality which is can keep you entertained. But so yeah, that's the far I'm going to go with that. Sorry, I'm keeping on. Check it out. If you've seen it, let me know your thoughts in the comments underneath, and I will catch you later. Later, dudes.